Hi there. This week we're going to talk about 3 stories you can find on 1851 that I think are worth a second look. Let's start with the biggest story this week, which is the court battle going on in Seattle over minimum wage increases. I think that the IFA and franchises in general are doing a good job as far as battling the increases on a legal level, but maybe where they're struggling is actually getting their everyday customers involved. I mean, there's a reason that these places are so successful. It's because they're popular. People like to visit them each and every day, but these customers aren't exactly rallying behind them to help them. Part of that could just have to do with the topic of whether or not to give people wage increases, but I think franchises could do more to get people on their side and to get their most loyal customers involved and say, hey, you like our products, you like coming here. If this happens, we might not be able to sell you the products that you want at the price that you enjoy. Forbes did a pretty good job exploring this topic, and 1851 followed up on that, and I think that's worth taking a second look. Another interesting story I think people should take a look at has to do with secret menus. A lot of franchises have secret menus and have had them for decades. Most of them came about because some customers are very picky and they decided they were going to customize different meals. And they sort of grew organically from there. And while some franchises sort of fight against the idea of too much customization or having secret menu items that aren't available or widely known to your average customer, I think it's a really good way to generate interest in a brand. People automatically are attracted to something that's secret or something that not everyone knows about. And whether it's Taco Bell, McDonald's, whatever, if someone finds out about secret menu items, they're going to automatically sort of be drawn to going there and trying them out and sharing that secret with their friends and family, which is sort of the oldest form of viral marketing there is. So I think it's definitely something that brands should consider and sort of explore when they're coming up with their menu items and how they're going to run their businesses. And finally, a story about how smaller, more up-and-coming franchises are seeing sales increases, while more well-known, long-standing brands like McDonald's and Subway are actually experiencing sales decreases. A recent report made the case that this has to do with consumer interest in higher quality ingredients, fresher ingredients, and healthier ingredients, as well as the fact that new brands are focusing on smaller menus. They have a more narrow focus. And this is sort of a reflection of this trend in society as a whole, where people are more attracted to the idea of authenticity and handcrafted products. Brands that are doing 1 or 2 things really well are seeing sales increases, while major brands like McDonald's, while they may have larger menus, are actually seeing decreases in sales. I don't think McDonald's is in danger of closing down anytime soon, but I do think this is a trend that will continue for at least a foreseeable future. So it's something brands should keep in mind. The idea that maybe having a smaller menu isn't a bad thing if you've perfected everything on that menu. And maybe having fewer items for sale isn't a bad thing if those items use high quality ingredients and appeal to a more health conscious public. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another weekly Sizzle coming up very soon.